How's it going, everybody? Hope you all are having a fantastic Sunday. On this week's episode of Zero's podcast, we'll be talking about CW canceling Legends of Tomorrow and Batwoman, first looks at Craven the Hunter, and Marvel TV and movies throughout the years. So sit back, relax, share with your friends, and enjoy the show. What is up, bitches, bros, and non-binary hoes? I am Josh. With me tonight, we got Raj up in the corner. We got my boy, James Hurd, Pixelation down in front. And we'll have JC up in a minute. So, hopefully you guys are having a wonderful week, wonderful Sunday. And, It's been a week. It's really been
a week. It literally has been a week.
I'm a ban you now.
Please,
it literally has been a week.
It literally has been a week.
Because then I won't have an excuse to be on your podcast.
Fuck you. Juice box anyone? No, so yeah, it's been quite a week, and I'm going to I should preface this now that I'm going to be introducing themed episodes or themed topics. That's what I said. Themed topics into the episodes for this month, maybe so far as next month as well, but for this episode, you guys probably guessed that the theme is the
is it
specific.
DC?
Say what? The specific theme that we're going to be, or the specific topic we're talking about, is Marvel. So Marvel TV, Marvel movies through the years, going far back as Fox Kids.
Oh
and all
boy,
that.
We're going back there. Jeez,
back far, my boys. But
we need to go back to the future. Okay, I'm done. Sorry.
Goddamn dude. So yeah, but before that, we do have a couple other topics to talk about. First and foremost, being Amber Heard's lawyers are fucking clowns.
They are. Like, oh my god! I swear to God, this is no longer a trial. It's
It's a circus. It's a ring show.
It's a comedy of errors. Real life comedy of errors. Like,
I saw
the amount of parodies I've seen off of both YouTube and TikTok is so fucking unreal.
It's the TikToks especially. I also do want to mention this is the last time I'm going to be mentioning the Amber Heard versus Johnny Depp trial on the podcast, unless something big comes out or they rule in favor of Johnny, because that is the outcome that has to happen.
I saw
it hasn't ended at all. Just perplexes me.
I saw a theory on somewhere that I don't remember his name because he was so fucking stupid. The one guy, the one lawyer,
Ron Byrne.
Yeah, maybe.
Ron
That he was actually a closeted fan of Johnny Depp, and so he was throwing him softballs or being stupid just to like help him.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. They're almost the entirety of the peanut gallery in the court are Johnny Depp fans.
Right? Yeah.
Not a single Amber Heard fan.
Yeah, there's. Oh my god! For one, the evidence against her is pretty much a given already.
Pretty much solid.
But the various statements out there is just. It just makes me want to ask this one simple, singular question. Did I read that correctly?
I don't know. Did he read it correctly?
Did he read it correctly? I actually fucking want to know if he read that correctly. Because that's the biggest mystery of it all. It's not about whether if Amber Heard really did shit on Johnny's bed.
It's not about the muffins with the Muffin Man.
It isn't about Johnny pissing in the fucking in the
fucking
foyer or whatever
with a fucking mega pint.
It's about wondering if this fucking lawyer read the statements correctly. That's what it's always been about. Fucking hell.
This entire trial is just a rodeo of insane, and I am here for it.
Next, I have a daily job like almost everybody else. I've tried to keep up with the stinking trial, but every time I go through the recaps or whatever, I'm like ready with a bucket of popcorn, let alone just a singular bucket, especially the bucket from the Stanley Parable. If you've played the Stanley Parable, please, you need your fucking buckets right now. I'm serious. Anyway, it's fucking gold. It's beautiful. I hope they actually make a movie out of this. This is actually I want them to make a fucking movie out of this entire case.
Oscar Isaac as Johnny Depp.
Yes, there we go. There we go. That's it. That's the ticket.
Johnny Depp as Johnny Depp. I mean, Johnny Depp as the judge.
Johnny Depp as Amber Heard. Oscar Isaac as Johnny Depp.
He could.
And we'll call it the unbearable weight of being a dumbass. There we go.
I knew that was a joke, but I do want to see them turn that movie into a franchise, like Nicolas Cage in all sorts of different shenanigans. Like I haven't seen it yet, but I know that I'm gonna go see it. And I'm gonna love it.
Gold.
And
I love it.
I want them to turn it into a franchise. Look, perfect segue. Marvel is great, okay? There's a reason it's become a franchise. I love them, right? But if Marvel can become a franchise, then Nicolas Cage taking down gangsters can also become a franchise, and I'm here for that.
Yeah, really. Yeah. I haven't seen it. I do need to watch it at some point. I got a bunch of other movies to watch as well. Like
same.
Doctor
Strange is Friday.
Yeah, Doctor Strange is this Friday.
I found a screening that has like nobody in it, and I'm gonna go see it.
Where? When? Why? When? Me and you are going.
I'll send you a link.
Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I don't know, but so yeah, that's going on with the Amber Heard trial. The fucking what? Okay, so Raj, you saw the fucking muffins. What the hell is with that lawyer and her love obsession with muffins?
Wait, what? Muffins?
Muffins. Did you not see the clips of the doctor and the muffins?
No. I think I missed out on that.
Okay, yeah. So go watch that, and yeah, that's
Amber Heard muffins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What?
So. Hey.
Ever heard muffins? Yeah, go on ahead. I'm gonna react to this bullshit.
Okay. So yeah. No. It wasn't supposed to be an invite. I mean, unless you want to come on, it was just the tagging all my podcast bros. But so before we get into Marvel topics, so I want to know if you guys have heard of anything about CW canceling DC's Legends of Tomorrow and Batwoman.
Of all the things in this universe, of all the things in this plane of existence that surprised me to no end, that is not on the list. And the reason I say that is because it's the fucking CW. As soon as Supernatural ended, I was done with that channel, okay? And I was really mentally done with it before Supernatural ended, but that's the last straw, right? There's nothing on that channel that is worth the limited amount of time that I have on this planet. Okay? I say that like I'm planning on dying. I'm not. But the point of the matter is that we are all on this earth for a very limited amount of time, and I don't want to spend it watching Legends of Tomorrow or Batwoman. I'm sorry.
I'm surprised Batwoman kept going for 3 seasons.
Didn't they like change the actor?
Yeah, they changed from Ruby. They changed from Ruby Rose
Who's
after
a coward?
season 1.
Anyway, she's a coward, but okay.
Okay.
No, because apparently from what I heard, that she left the project because of an injury or whatever. I mean, like, you're a fucking coward. Stephen Amell went through a bunch of shit during his time as Arrow.
Well,
and
to be fair, everybody is different. Everybody has a certain level of tolerance for pain and injury.
She was in John Wick Chapter 2.
I still would say like let's not use that as a let's there's enough to complain about with this show being like what it is, I think. Then like because you could also look at like what's the guy's name, John Cho and Cowboy Bebop. You know, that show was delayed for so long because he got injured, and it's like you could easily be like, oh well, he's a coward because he took 6 months off. That's not true, though. You know, we all know that's not true.
All right, I'll give you that. I'll take a look at a stupid muffin case. What the fuck? Later. Fucking muffins. Oh, now I want muffins. Fucking muffins.
Do you know Muffin Man?
Oh, okay, Richard.
The Muffin Man? You mean the one who lives on Drury Lane?
All right, man. Yeah. I'll bring in Richie.
Oh God, no! I'm gonna leave, Josh. I'm legitimately gonna leave.
Shut the fuck up.
Like, I have had nightmares from my conversation with this asshole for literally the past year.
It has not. Has it been a year? It has not been a year.
The PTSD is coming. It's real for you.
Yes, it's real. I told Josh back then, like, I'm never gonna be on your podcast again if this is what's gonna do.
Wow. Okay.
I feel like we're being catfished here. I was expecting a nice, friendly conversation. Now we're gonna scream our asses off.
Oh boy.
No, that was just you.
No, it was all 4 of us.
True.
Okay.
It was a very stressful scenario.
If you say so. Go.
I'm only partially joking, by the way. I don't give a shit.
Me neither.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I'm trying to look for the Craven the Hunter photos because they released photos of that shoot of the movie.
So am I the only? Oh, okay, go ahead, sir.
I really don't care for these fucking spinoffs anymore. After Morbius and shit, I'm like, can we just stop it? Just please.
So that's a good thing you brought up, and I want to kind of ask: am I the only one who's like, kind of feels like the Sony Spider-Verse is very much going in the direction of the DC EU in the sense that they are doing a bunch of random shit that doesn't make sense?
I'd say they're doing it
Very much
worse.
so, yeah.
I'd say that they're doing it worse because say what you want about the DCEU, there actually are good movies within the DCEU. Like the Sony Spider-Verse shit, other than Into the Spider-Verse, there hasn't been a good Sony movies, a good Sony spin-off Spider-Man movie ever. Venom was whatever. Venom 2 made me like waste money. I didn't even bother going to see Morbius. Like, come on, seriously?
I feel like with I think with that, like, probably, like, I haven't seen them, but based on fan reaction, I think Venom's probably the closest thing you're gonna get to a tolerable franchise, because I mean they're making a 3rd one, so it's like it's what you're gonna get, you know. But I feel like they need to really reevaluate what they're doing here.
They really need to. Otherwise, they're basically fucked.
Well,
and the fact that they're making it El Muerto. Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, what? Okay.
How is El Muerto? They're making an El Muerto movie and not a Spider-Gwen.
Well, see,
Not
here's,
Spider-Man 2099 or whatever.
here's the thing that always kind of irks me about this, right? Is like I saw El Muerto, right? And I'm like, okay, that would be cool if we knew that Spider-Man was going to be in it. But we know that Tom Holland's not going to be in it. We have it on pretty good authority. He's not going to be in it. So they're going to have to find someone else, whether it be Andrew, Toby, or some insert third party here. And it's like I just feel like they need to figure out what they're going to do, because Spider-Man versus blank would be kind of a cool concept, but like we know that's not going to happen.
No, it's not.
Okay, so found it. Here is Aaron Taylor Johnson as Craven.
Aaron Taylor Johnson. Huh?
Aaron Taylor Johnson,
AKA the ex-MCU Quicksilver, who's now also dead. But you know.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Better. Yeah, that's better.
I can see it.
So,
That's not
honestly,
bad.
yes, I can see him as Craven the Hunter. The fact that they're making a Craven the Hunter movie
No.
doesn't appeal me whatsoever.
I don't.
It would literally take this much effort to just bring all the Sonyverse movies into the MCU and just keep them there. And they are like, no, we're not going to put in the least bit of effort.
Honestly, dude, judging how bad Morbius is or was, I didn't see it. Poor Josh had the unfortunate pleasure of seeing this.
Yeah.
I'd say stay the hell away from the MCU.
Well, no.
Keep it away.
If Kevin Feige or whatever the hell you say the fuck his name, if Kevin would just like be involved, he could probably iron out the wrinkles and make it at least watchable movie. But because he's not anywhere near it, it's like, of course it's gonna be bad, you know?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Like I feel like I said, it would take literally this much effort to make it work, so they could just collaborate and it makes 10 times more money as a result. And they're like, no, we're not going to do that. Hubris, the hubris of man.
Yeah. Like, I honestly don't understand how they're going to play this movie up without him being a poacher villain, or not a poacher, a villain of a certain web-hebbed themed superhero.
Right.
Like that is the main thing why I've just been put off by these spin-off movies. And Venom: Let There Be Carnage, by the way, was the last straw for me, because like you need to include the character that they've associated it with for years. Venom ain't fucking Venom without Spider-Man. That's just how it is for me, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Same deal.
I was gonna say, especially whenever they like teased it in No Way Home, they're like, "Oh yeah, he's in the MCU now," and it's like, no, he's not.
Who? Venom?
Yeah,
he's in the MCU. Well,
no, not anymore. He's not.
Well, he is and he isn't. I say Venom is by the gloop that was left behind.
Oh yeah.
Meanwhile, we got
not the Venom we saw in the Sony movie.
Not Tom Hardy.
Yeah, no, not Tom Hardy.
Yeah, have some have at least Peter Parker show up, or
I want Flash to be Venom.
Yeah,
Agent Venom.
Like, for fuck's sake, Joker. Like, I mean, obviously Batman's not in it, but a version of Bruce Wayne, young Bruce Wayne is in it. He still has some form of connection to the character. Even though he's not the main character of the movie, Batman is still technically in Joker.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So if DC can make a spin-off movie of their most iconic villain ever, and include some form of reference to Batman, then Sony can do the same for their variety of shitty spin-off movies. I'm just saying.
I got into a good heat of the argument.
Oh, hi, DC.
I mean, you know, like I said, if they could just find, if they insist, which it seems like they do, if they insist on doing the Sonyverse Spider-Man
For some reason.
then yeah, for some reason, that's whatever. That's another debate entirely. But like, if they are gonna keep doing this, my best recommendation is hire another Spider-Man for y'all's movies, and just go with that.
Get Andrew Garfield back.
I would be down for that.
doing
I would
that.
be fine with that. Like, because honestly, in my head, when I think of Sony Spider-Verse, for some reason, Andrew Garfield is. But
Andrew
he's taking a
Garfield.
break, so what are we gonna do?
Yeah.
He's taking a break.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like Tom Holland didn't know if he was gonna be Spider-Man anymore, but he's already signed on for like 3 more movies. So,
I mean, yeah. What's up, JD? How you doing?
What the hell's JD?
I was wondering, like, wait, what?
Johnny Depp?
Who's
Oh my
JD?
God!
I mean, I would love to be Johnny Depp. I
Hi,
would-
Johnny. How you doing?
Actually, no. Actually, right now, probably not, because it would be a stressful situation. I would like not hold back and start laughing in the court. But no, it's going okay. I
was one letter
moved shit
off.
around. I moved some shit around. Obviously, you can see background is different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got a new blur screen. That's really nice. How much did that cost you?
Yeah. No, it didn't cost me shit. No. I basically moved from a corner into like a wall, so I'm kind of more exposed back here, and got like the kitchen right behind me and everything. So
That's cool.
not necessarily my house, so it's great. Living situation is it's apartment hunting's really fucking fun, man. That's really fun.
Yay, apartment hunting in Dallas. Love it. Kitty. Hi, Kitty.
Housing market, if you could do me a fucking favor and actually like control your fucking prices, that'd be really great.
Hi, marketing. Housing marketing. Could you crash for like a second, please?
Just a little
Apparently.
bit.
Just a little bit. All right.
But no, I fixed my setup a little bit. I finally got my PS5 on my.
What's a PS5?
I don't believe you.
I mean, I have my PS5. I've been having my PS5 for a while. I'm just saying, I actually have it in my desk now because I actually drilled 6 giant ventilation holes because I was testing it out last night, and I was playing Borderlands or Tiny Tina Wonderlands, and the extreme heat that it was producing in that little small cubby. I'm like, yeah, I should probably do something about this.
Yeah, probably.
I didn't know PS5s were real. Just assumed
They aren't.
They're a myth.
Yeah, they're not real.
That's just a modem.
I would bring I would bring my my mini Eye of Sauron tower with me, but it's not with me right now. It's upstairs. So fuck it.
So I see a 3D printed what a PS5 might look like.
Oh my fucking god, you guys suck. Listen, I got my monitor right here. I can just like literally dip out and just play PlayStation.
That's actually really cool. Man. So,
PS5 controller. How about that? It actually works.
No, I'm jelly. I'm in all seriousness. Like I won't. Even if I had the money for it, I wouldn't be able to find one. I don't think so. It's like
Yeah,
Not under 1,000.
get your shit together, please. Everyone wants
It's
PlayStation 5.
It's more so that I got mine through Sony. I
Really?
signed up on their registration list for I believe last August. No, last October. And they just like, okay, well, here, check this out. You go ahead and sign up right here. We'll go ahead and go through our qualifications list, see if you actually qualify to meet our standards, whatever. Because I guess it depends on how much you use your PS5 or PS4. Because I guess they're really trying to crack down on who's actually using it versus like, oh, they're going to buy it and sell it. So I think that was their way of countering scalpers. But even so, I qualified, and they sent me a link, and they're like, hey, here you go, be here at this date at this time. And I got my PS5 that day.
Congratulations.
I was in the queue. I literally waited in there, and I was thankful because it was payday.
Yeah, I'm actually really jealous. It's a really cool look for a PlayStation as well.
Oh,
Yeah, I can't wait until those like those decal skins come out, or not decal skins, the new shells that are coming out, because they already have like new color controllers, which I got, and I am missing the black and pink one. So I literally have a total of like 5 controllers.
Jeez.
I think I found like 1 or 2 cons that I go to. I think there's this booth that, namely Comicpalooza. I think there's a booth that goes there that they will actually like custom print your own controller, and I want to get one for my channel just as an act of hubris, like I've got a pixelation controller. Like that would be,
doing the same.
That'd be fucking cool as shit. Like I would be like, I would take that everywhere with me and be like, hey guys, look, I paid money for something.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, no, if you guys still want to, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the link should still work. Let me see. I'm actually wanting to get a keyboard now because I'm getting tired of using my laptop's keyboard.
I feel that.
So,
yeah.
No, not PlayStation.com. No, not that.
PlayStation. Sorry.
Okay, so basically, you just Google PlayStation Direct. There should be the first link that pops up on Google.
All right.
There you go. Direct.playstation.com. Shop directly from PlayStation. Click PS5. And then just hit register now. And then if you are a active PS4 user, a PS Plus, or if you don't have a PlayStation Plus, you could just have a PlayStation account. They'll go ahead and look at your profile, whatever, be like, okay, well, obviously this person does a lot of gaming, a lot of movie watching on their console. So, let's just go ahead and like qualify them. And then they should send you a link regarding the date and time of when you can buy one.
I might do that because now, without saying too much, I'm actually like prospectively, I'm going to be doing a lot better financially soon, and I'll actually maybe it'll be possible. So I'm like, okay, let's do it.
I am jealous. I wish I could say the same.
I'm not there yet, but it might be very soon. So hopefully.
Hey, either way, man, I'm not judging the hustle. If you gotta do what you gotta do, if you gotta work an odd job, work an odd job. If you gotta sell some cheap pics, sell some cheap pics.
I actually just signed up for OnlyFans, so
I got rid of mine like a long time ago. I was like, I honestly, it's like, okay, it's like this. OnlyFans, we've talked about this on this podcast for a while, or previous sessions, and it's just like, I don't mind people using it. I'm just like this. For me, I got burned out. I got tired of looking at the same people every day, and then like it's not like I don't want to pay for stuff. It's like I don't need to be spending my money on this. I mean, good for them, trying to sell their pictures and whatnot. I mean, there's like models, gym activists, musicians. I mean, hey, do what you gotta do to make your hustle. But for me, it's just like I don't want to do that anymore. I'll still support you via your other platforms, but it's like that's just the one financial thing I can't do anymore.
That's fair.
Fun. That's really fun.
You do what you can do. At the end of the day, like I did not mean to like get off onto an OnlyFans tangent because I was fucking joking. I'm not actually on there, but the
I mean, hey,
I wouldn't be surprised if someone in the Marvel Cinematic Universe had an OnlyFans.
Dude, Robert Downey Jr. Hell yeah! No.
I see that iron dick, daddy.
I saw a TikTok earlier that was I don't know who it was or anything, but she was saying how the like 3 years ago before the pandemic started that she was stood up by somebody, and that person ended up subscribing to her OnlyFans and getting paid like $70 a month for her content. And she was like, okay, well, that's weird because like, why would you stand me up and then go on to pay for that? And it turns out he just keeps on paying for it. Like it's auto drafted every single month since before the pandemic, and he hasn't canceled these. So it's obvious like wait, what the fuck?
That's weird. Interesting. Anyways, getting back to Marvel. James and his obsession with OnlyFans.
Hey. I have a lot of obsessions.
Waffle. Waffles.
And I will not
Waffles.
confirm or deny that one of them.
Waffles. Waffles.
What's waffles?
Oh yeah, we
They're
have.
delicious.
It's code word is waffles.
It's our
or, like,
safe word.
It's our safe word for getting back on track. Yeah,
Yeah, waffles.
it's our bunny trail. It's our bunny trail.
It's our mulligan. It's our mulligan.
Okay.
But
yeah,
as far as Marvel, what are we talking?
So yeah, we
Shit.
already talked about
Talking
the
shit.
Craven the Hunter photos. Next, did you? Aaron Taylor Johnson doesn't look bad as Craven. The Craven movie is just gonna be bad. But
Wait, who's directing this fucker? Come on.
Who
I don't
knows?
know.
They're probably needing a quick buck because it's like, oh, Marvel.
You know, okay, so I'm gonna throw this out there real fast. Okay, this is something that I thought they were gonna do before I saw No Way Home, and they just did not do.
JC Chandor, Triple Frontier.
which
All
is
I'm
what-
gonna say is that
Sure.
Craven the Hunter is going to bomb just as hard as Morbius because #Morbius sweep. Yeah, we all get it. It's a fucking joke, but at the same time, it's like it did not happen.
So
Yeah, they made their money back, but it was barely enough.
So before I saw No Way Home, what I thought was gonna happen, and like this is just I would have swore that this was because this it made the most sense to me, and I was like, okay, this is probably what's gonna happen. That the title was gonna be, oh, he cannot go home. He has been physically removed from the MCU. He is now living in the Sonyverse, and that's what they were gonna go forward with Sonyverse movies and have Tom Holland and Spider-Man over there. Because it's like, what are they gonna do in the MCU with Tom Holland now? I mean, he may not even do another MCU movie, so it's like, why would they? You know,
No, like from what I've heard, okay. John Watts, he earlier he stepped down from the director's chair for the Fantastic Four movie because he wants
which
to.
is another topic I had up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
understandably so. He wants to take a break from directing
Right.
superhero movies. That's totally fine. And then all of a sudden, I heard this announcement of him working with Tom Holland and Zendaya for the next MCU Spider-Man. Wait, why? Why are you doing like? They just had their falling out, so to speak, in No Way Home. What are you doing? Like-
yeah, I don't know. I just felt like that was what they were gonna do, right? And so it would make sense to me since after No Way Home, all of a sudden we started hearing about all of these Sonyverse movies. Like we hear about, obviously Morbius. We hear about Craven and El Muerto, and it's like.
El Muerto, we don't need. He was only in 2 comic book issues, and Sony is like literally desperate.
Yeah, it's like
very desperate.
well, like I mentioned before, like if that movie had Spider-Man in it, it might actually be tolerable. It's just right now it's going to be a fucking this guy turned into because he's a villain, isn't he?
Yeah, he's like a Z-list villain. Like
Yeah,
he's like the
it's-
bottom of
He
the
had
fucking
2
barrel.
issues.
I can already tell that it's going to be the kind of movie where it's like, oh, this person was down on their luck, they became a villain, and now they're a bad guy. And it's like, but we've seen that movie 20 times before. We don't need it again. So
Sony
No.
again, they're really they went beyond scraping the bottom of the barrel. They literally are like
we need
checking the
Big
Marina
Wheel.
Trench.
We need Big Wheel.
Fucking big wheel. Give me that big wheel.
Ever since Donkey did
Give me
his
that
video
big
on
wheel booty.
Spider-Man, anytime the topic comes up, I'm like, Big Wheel.
Yeah, but
No, we need the spawn of Morbius, Morbiling.
more bullying. Oh no.
Morbiline the Vampire Queen.
And Marceline, the Vampire Queen, get it fucking right.
Okay, I'll take a Marceline movie. I'll take a Marceline solo movie than I will fucking Sonyverse movie that is not like surrounding Spider-Man whatsoever. Because again, it's just Sony. Like we get it. You gotta keep up the rights to make Sony or Spider-Man character related movies, whatever. I get it because this is not surprising. I was not surprised by the announcement of. I mean, okay, no, actually, I was shocked by the El Muerto movie, but it's like, I think back to when they announced that they were going to make an Aunt May movie, and I'm like, why?
Oh yeah, that's right. They were going to do that.
I
Why?
forgot about that.
They're still not doing that, are they?
No, thankfully they're not
forgot
doing
they're
that.
not.
Okay, I was gonna say how.
Wasn't it going to be the Aunt May from the Andrew Garfield movies? Yeah,
What?
it was going to
Probably.
be.
It was
Yeah, it
more
was
than
going to
likely
be.
going to be Sally Field. It was going to be Sally Field Aunt May because
Yeah.
I don't know why. She's like, hey, what can we tell the story about Aunt May for like
Act
a good hour and a
one.
half? What
I
Aunt
can
May
we do?
I think they actually did start production on it, or pre-production, and just stopped.
I can see it now. Act 1. Aunt May sits at the dining room table, eating dinner, alone. Act 2. Aunt May sits at the dining room table, eating lunch, alone. Act 3. Aunt May dies. Alone.
See, that would not work. Now they did talk about
That
making
would
a
actually
Silver
work.
Sable Black Cat movie, which I think is
Yeah.
still happening.
I think it is still happening. Yes.
Which I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind, like, the whole like two anti-hero good cop bad cop type ordeal thing coming into play.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't
Black Cat
mind
and
that,
Silver Sable.
but just have them first be introduced in a Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, let it be a Spider-Man movie, and then have their own. You know, what.
Like legit.
I can't remember who I had a conversation with about this recently, and I don't think it was any of y'all. I think it wouldn't be any of y'all. But I want to say that it was somebody in my like immediate vicinity. They were talking about how they needed to. Maybe it was a video somewhere. I don't know. Everything blends together at this point. But they're talking about how that the game, the Insomniac game, needs to like. Or like that basically it needs to be informally adopted into the MCU in the sense that like we have like an older Spider-Man in the next movie fighting off against the Sinister Six and all that.
I agree.
Basically do that plot in the next MCU movie, but
Mhm.
I would like to believe that they will learn to that we need an older, experienced Spider-Man, and I think that's what they're going with. So
I mean, when you talk about like going off of that, piggybacking off of that, I mean, I was watching the other day if like the whole Andrew Garfield fallout didn't happen, and Andrew Garfield was in the MCU come like post Avengers, because again the theory was that Oscorp Tower was supposed to be in 2012 Avengers. And Avengers Tower is supposed to be building like it was supposed to be like a half constructed Avengers Tower building that you were supposed to see in the Amazing Spider-Man, because Kevin Feige is like, hey, we want to incorporate this Spider-Man into the MCU. Like, we're doing Avengers, we're doing the whole thing. Like, we want to make sure like we can play ball. Amy Pascal and Avi Arad, they're like, nah, we're not gonna do it. So what happened was I read a theory or a story saying like if Andrew Garfield had been introduced the same way that Tom Holland was with Civil War. It's like, hey, I got my like, where's your idea? Oh, mine's downstairs. Where's yours? Well, my left hand's free. Like, we show Queens and everything, and then like boy walking in, and it's the actual like house of the Amazing Spider-Man. And it's like it's post Amazing Spider-Man 2. Phone goes off, and then god damn it. It's like, hello, hey, is this Mr. Parker? It's like, revealing Andrew Garfield. Yeah. Who's this? Hi, can we meet up for a second? It's like, who is this? This is Tony Stark of Stark Industries. I want to meet up with you for a second. Like, I want to talk to you about something. It's like, okay. Like, meet me at this building, whatever. And we see him post up outside of like the apartments or whatever, or some conspicuous location. And then, they talk about the Sokovia Accords. And Andrew, obviously, says yes. But then, go to the airport battle. And then it's like, okay, here you go. I got him. Like, here we go. And then Cap starts talking to Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. It's like, oh, well, he didn't explain it like that, because Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, I think, was more like emotionally involved with other things, or he was just like, he was an empath, I believe. So he ultimately, starts being neutral, starting to fight Cap and Tony at the same time, whatever. So that's
yeah. Well, they did say that, or I think it was Andrew that said that he didn't think that his Spider-Man would get along with Stark the way that Tom Holland's did, and I could see that because he was a little older. He would have a little bit more life experience, because I feel like Andrew is the realist of the Spider-Man. Tom is the ADHD wonderkind of the Spider-Man.
It's like Andrew has like the ADHD type attention span, whatever, but he's got more emotional appeal. He's got more like experience on his belt. And then, like you said, Tom, he's just he's the kid. He's the fanboy. He's literally like oh my god, Avengers, oh my god, oh my god. Whereas like Andrew Garfield's like, okay, yes, I get you're an Avenger, but it's like, let's think logically here.
Right. So real quick, I don't know, Josh, if you wanted to touch on this, but like, do any of y'all think that we're gonna get any of the Spider-Man in multiverse?
No.
I know there was for a brief moment there was a talk that Toby was in it, but like I wouldn't
be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Toby is, because well, it's a Sam Raimi movie. Come on, you gotta have
Sam Raimi
something
literally...
capable. But I don't think it's going to be possible. Even though they
I mean, technically, there is a Doctor Strange living in the Raimiverse.
Yes.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, so
there's also a Doctor Strange. Oh, yeah, never mind. I'm good.
That's a gateway to getting Toby's Spider-Man back. So I mean, technically, he could pop up.
I don't know. I think isn't Toby also in Oppenheimer? So he might be a little bit busy for that.
Wait, really?
I think
he's got a new movie coming out.
I know about Oppenheimer, but I just didn't think he was in it. I mean, Oppenheimer has a pretty big ass cast, so
yeah.
I didn't know.
Well, I saw this TikTok that was like, "Okay, boys, only for the boys." You know, one of those memes that was like, and then like they keep talking about more progressively, weirder shit. Yeah. And finally, it was like, okay, we're all gonna go see Barbie instead of Oppenheimer, right? Like, because it comes out the same day, and I'm like, Margot Robbie is a gem,
That announcement, I was actually like, Margot Robbie is a fucking gem. She would play Barbie.
Yeah, she's the ideal Barbie in my opinion. But then again, I'm also a white male who has no real bearing on who is gonna be a perfect Barbie. So whatever.
This is very much true. This is very true. Also,
what's up, Raj?
Going. Yeah, I don't know. Going back to the Fantastic Four movie, with the director leaving, who do you think would be a good director for a Fantastic Four movie? And do you think we should even have a Fantastic Four movie in the MCU at this point?
I think we should.
And it should be Brad Bird.
It's gonna be tricky to get it to fit, but I think that if anybody's gonna get it, it's gonna be Kevin and Kevin and the Feigettes, whatever. That's not a slur. I'm making a pun on his last name. Come on now.
I think the perfect candidate to make a great freaking Fantastic Four movie, our Lord and Savior Josh Whedon.
God no. So
thank God you're being sarcastic.
I'll be real. I don't know any. I don't know a whole. I don't know a whole lot of directors. So I'm just.
Wait, Brad Bird did Ghost Protocol?
Yes, he can do it.
Default to Raj here.
I actually enjoyed Ghost Protocol. Holy shit!
When in doubt, Raj.
Yeah, everything from Rogue Nation onward has been great.
He gave us this beautiful gem of a Pixar movie, which is already technically a Fantastic Four movie.
It is
technically.
Yeah.
So get Brad Bird to direct the live action Fantastic Four movie for the MCU. I guarantee you, he'll put more emphasis on family than whatever the fucking ass fuck that was back in 2015.
Look, if there's ever been a time to do a Fantastic Four movie, it is now that they're fucking introducing Reed Richards' fucking third grandchild or whatever.
What?
Do we all know what happened?
Oh, that
today? Do we all know what happened regarding Reed Richards and the Fantastic Four today?
I don't read the comics.
I don't want to know if it's something to do with Multiverse of Man. Okay, I know. And I'm pissed off about that, but I'm also pleased about that. But I'm also pissed off that it
share anything I didn't
away from the internet for the next.
I'm curious now.
I just woke up and I saw Krasinski trending. That's it.
Okay. All right. Okay. That's all I need to hear. I don't need to hear anything else. All I want to say is that. With the all I was gonna say is that with the Illuminati and Mr. Fantastic Reed Richards' supposed involvement in that.
Yeah, supposedly.
because in the comics he was one of the founding members.
I mean, yes.
It would be interesting to see a Fantastic Four movie in the MCU.
I just hope that Multiverse of Madness has some leeway room to set up Midnight Suns, because god damn it, I want Midnight Suns so bad.
Especially with how good Moon Knight is. Also, I can't remember. Is it supposed to be 6 episodes or 8?
6.
This week is the last episode.
And it's longer too.
I am concerned about that, judging by how the way the last episode ended.
When in doubt, always remember Feige does the 6-hour rule. So if the show is hour long, 6 episodes. If it's 30 minutes long, like WandaVision, it's going to be 8 or 10.
Of which I'm going to be binging this week. I got to prep. Because apparently Disney has confirmed that 4 projects you need to watch to prepare for Multiverse of Madness. You need to watch Doctor Strange, you need to watch WandaVision, you need to watch Marvel's What If, and then you need to watch Spider-Man No Way Home.
Right.
Spider-Gwen. Yes, that's the movie we need.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I get the feeling, and maybe y'all know better than me, but like based off of No Way Home and the way that like Doctor Strange just kind of like bounced for a good third of the movie. Does Multiverse of Madness take place in the time he was gone, or is it after No Way Home?
It's afterwards.
It's after.
I wonondered if they were going to do like here's what he was doing.
I think it was supposed to be before, but then
it was.
Then they changed it.
I wondered if they were going to do like a hey, here's what happened while he was out of the picture, but it's
no,
like,
tomato.
Right.
No, I really hope they make a Peter Parker reference or a Spider reference or something like, I was helping this Spider-Man because
Spider-Man should show up. Like I think he should. Like it makes more sense that way because his movie had a lot of multiversal shenanigans in it anyway. So add him to the fucking picture. I mean, after all, Kevin Feige, it was Kevin Feige, right? That stated that you needed to watch this and this and this to watch Doctor Strange, right?
Yeah.
Am I getting that right?
Kevin Feige and Disney, I believe that's what it was.
Yeah.
No, I will actually be right back. I actually need to step out.
Okay.
Okay. Like, if you're saying that you need to watch Spider-Man No Way Home in order to watch this, Spider-Man or a Spider-Man should show up.
No, you're right. Yeah. And
you can also be very wrong because it can also just be the ramifications of what happened.
Right, that's also true. But I feel like like that's why I think that the What If style like animated series are very like good because like we can't always get Tom Holland, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you can get a sound alike. And so that's why I think that they should do more of like the animated stuff like that, because like you could get stories where you can get all these characters without having to fucking get all the people,
Yeah.
And like I don't know. I'm just like you could never do the What If zombies in live action because it requires like endgame level casting, and it's like I don't know if we can do that.
Yeah, like we're already getting multiple different versions of Doctor Strange and multiverse. So who's to say we're not also going to get characters like Captain Carter or even...
Oh, no, we are. Like, that's confirmed. We are getting Captain Carter, but, that's neither here nor there.
Yeah.
Like, she was in the poster. like I saw that the poster they released months ago has the British flag in the little shard. We are getting Captain Carter. But, like, and the fact that Disney put out a trailer that has her in it. So it's like
they?
Yeah, we have every reason to think that she's gonna be in it. But the long and short of it, like I'm just excited to see like the ramifications of that final arc in What If, because we know that it's basically gonna tie into that in some way. Like we've seen the alternate, I don't know what you would call him, the alternate Strange, where he has like the streak of white in his hair.
It's Sorcerer Doctor Strange Supreme.
Yeah. Like I think that if I'm not mistaken, that's one of the variants that was in What If, and like I want to see how they kind of play off of how that last arc ended.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I also really want them to bring in the Watcher again.
Yes. and have him be voiced by the same guy because he's amazing.
James Gordon. Okay.
Yeah. And the I'm just excited. Do we know when What If 2? What If Season 2 is coming out?
No idea.
No,
It's
we
I
just
heard
know
it's
that
supposed
it
to be
is.
sometime this year, but I just don't know when.
It would make sense because that last one was last summer, but so it makes sense that we would. It feels like it's weird to say that it came out last summer. It feels like a lot longer, but
Right, it really does.
But yeah, no, I'm down for all of it. I'm ready for Loki season 2. I'm hoping that they hurry up with that because it feels like that's kind of like you have to fit that into a real quick. Like you have to fit that in before Ant-Man, I think, because of the fact that it is so heavily tied to the current multiversal plot. But I don't know. So.
Yeah. It's gonna be real interesting.
Because also you got to consider Captain Marvel and Quantumania are now flipped, so we're getting Quantumania sooner than we're getting Captain Marvel 2, or the Marvels or whatever.
Though to be fair, I don't really care about the Marvels.
Well, I think that this one is probably gonna let's be real, it's probably gonna be better than the first one. I feel like there's some things that even people I liked it, but even as someone who liked it, I can see that there were some things that were not great about that movie, and I feel like she's gonna have more than her to work off of. Brie Larson. I love Brie Larson. I love her, but I admit that I think she works better when she has people to work off of, and she didn't really have too many people to work off of in the first one. She had some, but it wasn't she didn't have a whole variety of characters to work off of. It was basically Sam Jackson and whoever played what's her name, the
Proton.
mom. Oh yeah. They were basically the only two characters she had to work off of. Whereas now she has Miss Marvel, she has the new Photon, and probably Sam Jackson too. I mean, let's be real.
Maybe, yeah.
If he ever comes back from the fucking Kree colony,
I'll be right back.
The Skrulls. Sorry, I forgot which one it was.
Yeah, it's the Skrulls.
Yeah. Because I forgot he's still up in space.
Yeah, he's with fucking Sword.
At least until Secret Wars, but which I'm like, when is that coming out? That's what I want to know. It's that and Armor Wars.
Yeah, yes, very much looking forward to those. Goddamn.
Because it's like, I mean, I don't want to doubt him. But Sam Jackson is not getting any younger. We need to get him in as many things as possible in the next 10 years.
I mean, he's aged, but
he's 70-something.
But he still looks really.
Oh yeah, he still looks in his 40s, 50s. But it's still. But it's like
I'd say 50s, but yeah.
Yeah, we cannot take him for granted. We have to.
Have you seen The Hitman's Bodyguard and The Hitman's Bodyguard's Wife?
I haven't, but I don't know. Is it good?
Yes, very good.
I don't watch a lot of movies. Honestly, I need to sit down and watch. There's so many movies that I want to watch. Like, for example, not long ago, Coach said something about watching the new Shinkai movie. And I was like, man, I still haven't seen Wuthering with You. And he was like, dude, it's on HBO Max. I'm like, I know. I just getting the attention span to sit down and just watch. It's taking everything in my power to watch Clone Wars right now. I'm like, I gotta sit down and tunnel vision it. And I'm like,
I mean, I finally got my dad to agree to watch Clone Wars and all the newer Star Wars shows. So you can do it, man. You can do it. Just a couple.
Yeah, it helps that I like I said before the podcast, and I won't go too deep into this, but I found the episodes that I need to watch to get to move on, and I'm basically just hitting the major parts. It's kind of like how I'm watching One Piece, where I'm not watching really any filler. I'm just watching plot, and that's still a lot. But yeah, it's a lot shorter than it would be if I didn't skip filler. So
yeah, I feel that. Thinking of multiverse, Marvel, and all that. I just recently started rewatching. Actually, thinking of Secret Wars, I should say. I recently just started rewatching Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes on Disney.
Is that good? Because I think I saw a little bit of it.
Have you never seen it?
Not really. No.
It is the best Marvel TV show that has ever. It's the best Marvel animated TV show that's ever come out.
I'll be honest with you. Like my experience with Marvel and Marvel media really it begins with phase 1 of the MCU. Like I really didn't consume a lot before that. In fact, my cousin was more of a fan of it when he's 7 years younger than me. But whenever I was before 2012, it was like he had this big encyclopedia and he would just like educate me on like certain things. And that's how I know that Lucifer canonically exists in the MCU. And not only does he exist, he's the person or the entity that caused Professor X to lose his ability to walk. And I'm like, okay, that's interesting. They'll never do that in the movies, but that's still interesting. Speaking of it's very tangentially speaking of, but did you hear that Sandra Bullock told Kevin Feige to fucking cast Daniel Radcliffe as Wolverine already?
No,
the more I see it, the more I want it. I want him to be Wolverine.
I still don't see it.
Like, I feel like that's the kind of casting that you would need to see him in costume.
Yeah, definitely. Absolutely.
It would be like a Robert Pattinson as Batman thing where, like, nobody would believe it until we saw it in the theaters. And then it'd be like, okay. Which I still haven't saw the Batman.
Okay, I'm just driving down there and bringing you up to watch it on the projector over here.
You have a projector?
We have a projector and a surround sound.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Of course, it doesn't surprise me knowing who you live with. You know?
Yeah. So I have been meaning to rewatch it again since it is on HBO Max. So get your ass up here.
The day I step foot in Colleen is the day that I pass out from a heart attack.
I mean, get your ass up here. We're gonna watch it. It's got fucking surround sound, dude. But no, Avengers: Earth's Mightiest Heroes is one of the best things that Marvel has ever done. It is story-wise, it is amazing. It only went on for 2 seasons, unfortunately. It was going to have 3 seasons, but then I think that was at the point where Disney bought Marvel. Yeah. And the Avengers came out or something like that, because then after that they started Avengers Assemble, which is another TV show that is loosely based off and part of the MCU, not really.
Did they
more based off of
with the Earth Mightiest Heroes? Is that the one where like did they ever do like? I think there was a cartoon at some point where they did like stories featuring Deadpool and Spider-Man doing their thing that they would never do in the movies today. But maybe I'm thinking of something else. I don't know. Because like I would love to see like an actual Deadpool x Spider-Man movie. Like
they did they did have that Ultimate Spider-Man where Deadpool.
That might be one I'm thinking of
in an episode. No, this is what I'm talking about here. Fuck off.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I imagine.
Yeah, this is probably one of the best versions of the Hulk we've had as well.
I love the Marvel anime that they put out, where like the card games they like Yu-Gi-Oh meets Marvel superheroes.
Oh, you're talking about that one. Fuck, what's that called?
Isn't it Buddy Fight or something like that?
No, that's not what it's called.
Marvel anime cards. Yeah, that's not giving me what I need.
All right, what I miss?
Everything.
Do you remember the Marvel show where the characters, where it's an anime and the superheroes become like Pokemon? Yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about, but I can't fucking remember what it's called.
Oh God, that's such a wild cast, though. I just searched Marvel anime, and it gave me the cast. Started with Milo Ventimiglia, then Vic Mignogna.
Isn't it Marvel Future Avengers?
Yes,
No.
yes, that's it.
Young Avengers. No,
What?
wait, is it Young Avengers? No,
that's not
can't
it.
be
No, yeah. It is Marvel Future Avengers.
Where they like become cards and they use them to like fight bad guys or whatever.
I think that's what it is here. Let me.
That's amazing.
This was a thing.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it.
How do I not know? How did I not know about this?
But see, the weird thing is like I'm sure it's probably at least watchable, but like Japan and Marvel, they've been really interesting because like that's how you get like the Japanese Spider-Man and like which was like one of the most unique. It's basically Super Sentai but Spider-Man. And then you get like that comic. I don't know if it's official or if it's a fan comic, but it's like where all the Spider-Men are meeting up in the Spider-Verse, and they're like, there's like even a Japanese Spider-Man. It's like, why? It's like, why not? It's like, oh God, I'm not the racist Spider-Man, am I? It's like
Spoiler-man, I think. Wait, is it this one? It doesn't sound right. Card manga. Let's see. No, Marvel. Disc Wars. That's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it called?
Marvel Disc Wars. Okay, here we
Marvel
go.
Disc. Huh. Okay.
Okay, let me see if I can.
Oh God. A Texas lawmaker promised to roll out the red carpet if Elon Musk moves Twitter's headquarters to the state.
That's nice.
Housing market is not going down anytime soon here.
So, Toei anime. Oh, fuck you! You gotta be kidding me.
There we go.
Yeah, that's it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, this is the one you're talking about. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's basically like Dinosaur King, but
Jeez.
fucking Marvel. That's a deep cut. I didn't even remember that until just this second.
Yeah. I mean, Marvel has had a bunch of odd shows throughout the year. Like,
This is a thing.
I think
This is
Raj is having a panic attack or something.
yeah, he has a mental breakdown every episode.
I don't think it's possible to have a podcast with Josh without having him on at least one episode. So.
True. I mean, so thinking of Marvel shows, I know James isn't too deep into every single Marvel show that's come out, like animated wise or whatnot, but
Yeah, no.
one of my favorites that is highly underrated, I have to say, is Iron Man Armored Adventures. I don't know if you've seen that, Raj.
I'd seen bits and pieces of it, and I was like, okay, it was fine.
So Iron Man Armored Adventures is a show
Basically,
that
a young Tony Stark,
it's
right?
a young Tony Stark as Iron Man.
Which is weird considering he's a teenager.
Yeah, he's a teenager. He goes to high school. Pepper's a high school student. So is Rhodey.
Okay. Does he
And-
meet Peter Parker?
No, well, actually, I don't think so.
He
But
should've.
So it's basically like Symbiotic Titan, but Marvel.
Not really.
It's a nifty idea. It was a nifty idea for a show. I will give it that.
Or Invincible, even.
Entirely 3D,
Oh.
or
Just
at least
like
the
the-
majority of 3D.
Just like the that one Spider-Man show with Neil Patrick Harris.
Yeah,
Basically
yeah.
that.
Spider-Man the animated series. Yeah.
Spider-Man the new, or whatever the fuck it was called.
Was it Spider-Man the new series?
Hold
new
on, hold
animated
on.
Series, something like that. Yeah.
The-
So yeah, this is on Disney Plus. Highly recommend it. It's a great story. I think it was supposed to have a third season, but it just got cut off or canceled or something like that. But it's a great story. The Mandarin is a main villain throughout this entire series, and
Something
What
that
they-
the movie should have focused on.
I mean, movie did good with what it had, but this story is really good. Like a lot of drama, a lot of trying to get his company back, and
I don't know. I mean, I agree with you that they did the best with what they had with that, but at the same time, if every MCU movie was as tedious as Iron Man 2 was, I think that we would not be where we're at right now. I feel like they had to really learn. It's kind of like how they learned that Thor is best, objectively speaking, and do not at me at this. Thor is best with Taika Waititi as in charge of that whole thing. I don't give a shit if you disagree with me. Ragnarok was fucking kick ass.
we're not disagreeing.
Oh, well, the
I
way
agree.
your face made it look like you were trying to disagree with me, and I was like, Josh,
I can
really?
make any face and agree with you.
The Dark World was abysmal. The first one was okay. Dark World was abysmal, and Ragnarok was like, I didn't know I liked Thor. I thought he was just a therapy.
Meathead.
Yeah.
Shakespearean meathead. No, Thor. So what I'll say about Dark World is it had good moments, but the overall story was pretty weak. Like I think
boring.
I think the
was
Loki
boring,
Thor dynamic was really good in it. It had good they had good chemistry, and their characters really developed together.
Right. And like that's why I'm kind of hoping that I've seen memes here and there where it's like Loki gets back into the main universe and he's just like, I'm a good guy now, and then like kills a guy, and it's like he's just smiling the entire time, like, I'm a good guy now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what's better than a good guy? The bad guys.
All right, furry.
Go on.
I actually just saw The Bad Guys with my brother.
No.
It was actually good. It was actually really good. The take on the heist genre and animation like that. Like I didn't even know it was actually based off of a series of books from Australia. So that was actually interesting.
Josh, I don't know. Or maybe, Raj, how much of an anime fan are you, Raj?
I'm like 50-50 here and there.
So when I saw the previews for The Bad Guys, the first thing that I think of is like the furry version of Super Crooks.
I was thinking the furry version of Lupin.
I mean, that too, because apparently that's also very similar. But like, all I can see when I see like the promotional stuff for The Bad Guys is I see the main character from fucking Super Crooks, and I'm like, yeah.
God, now I can't see
Either
that.
way, it was a lot of fun though. I highly recommend you go check it out whenever you get the chance.
All right.
If furry shit is your thing, go ahead.
I will
But-
forever
Which it
deny
which it absolutely is for James.
I will forever deny it, but y'all will continue to push it on me, and I'm just gonna keep on being like, I only own 10 volumes of Beastars. Come on now.
only owns 10 volumes and has drooled hand over fist for the anime.
It's a good fucking anime. Chill.
Mhm. It is a good anime. I'm just not horny for the rabbit like you are.
I'm not judging.
She's a sexy rabbit, though.
Oh, he must. Oh shit.
No, I
Oh, hello. What the fuck happened there?
That would have been funny whether you had removed me or whether I left myself. That would have been the best way to just like, don't at me, bitches.
Okay. All right then. Okay.
Oh my god, yeah. Anyways,
How are we gonna move on from that?
I'm gonna regret this night for the rest of my life.
yeah, I am too. I am too.
Yeah, it's like I'm quickly trying to get Josh to be like, oh god, I'm never gonna invite him back on my show ever again.
Oh, shit.
Anyways, back to Marvel.
We got a #1 victory royale.
Just gonna
Fortnite.
Back to Marvel.
I'm just gonna mute
There.
him here.
10 kills on the board right now.
He's still fucking going.
Okay, fine, I'll stop. Jeez. All right, podcast host, what's fucking next? Chill.
I don't know where to go from that.
I have derailed everything, and I feel so much pride.
Oh, okay. I know where to go. I know. I'm gonna fucking hate you after the end of this for so long. So, last night I watched arguably one of the best Hulk movies that we've had, The Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, I mean, that's not saying much,
That
but yeah, you're right.
gets a lot of hate.
It gets
honestly.
a lot of hate that is unrightfully deserved. It is a good ass movie.
It is. It really is.
Like, honestly, I think that movie it's better than Hulk from like the early 2000s.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, I think that a lot of people just saw the potential of what we could have gotten with the Edward Norton Hulk in the mainstream, but at the same time, I do at this point, I can't see anybody but what's his name?
Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, I can't see anybody at this point but him and as Hulk. So, it works out.
Like honestly, I think Edward Norton. I think Edward Norton had the mannerisms and the build of Banner down from like the comics, like skinny, lean figure turns into hulking rage monster, but we just didn't get enough more time to be invested with the character throughout the movies. Like, honestly, with everything that went on behind the scenes, all the drama from Norton, him trying to control the movie, trying to edit the movie himself, even when he wasn't supposed to be. It's just like, yes, he's a nightmare to work with. Just give him his set limits and to go on from there.
Yeah. Well, like I feel like with Hulk, I think that they, he came into his own. The character itself came into its own as the movies went on. I think we should have gotten another one, but obviously, rights reasons we haven't yet. But I want them to do.
They're Universal.
Yeah, because Universal, yeah. But like, I feel like the Norton one was like the traditional smart guy. I'm cursed.
It's a traditional monster movie.
Yeah, and then the rest of it is basically just neurotic scientist, which is like I think it works for what they're trying to do. But
It does, and it doesn't at the same time, because I like Mark Ruffalo as Bruce Banner, but they also really nerfed him throughout the rest of the MCU.
yeah, because one thing
it's not even his fault. It's Universal. They don't want to play ball.
Yeah,
well, one thing I'm really curious about is like, because I mean, I haven't seen Shang-Chi yet, but like the he's in the whatever the post credits or whatever, and it's like,
Show
but he's
some respect, my dude.
oh Shang-Chi, yes, sorry, but like he's back to human form now, and it's like, are they ever going to explain? I assume they're going to explain that in She-Hulk, but it's like, I don't know.
hopefully. I mean, he is Mark Ruffalo in She-Hulk as well.
Right.
Like, I also think they're gonna lean heavily into the fourth wall breaking aspect of She-Hulk.
I would love that. I would love that.
Well, I mean, the latest the latest trailer of Multiverse of Madness already has Wanda kind of breaking the fourth wall, looking at the camera and shit after doing something weird with her other self.
And after her show being the way it was, like, that's gonna be so fucking cool.
It's like she looks at her and it's like all bloody and shit. It's like, oh, ugh. It's weird.
Like, I even heard a theory that everything up until this point has all been an elaborate Wanda shenanigan thing.
So basically, the MCU version of House of M.
Yeah, basically. To the point. No, it's just a theory and conspiracy where.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Where to introduce mutants into the MCU, say that they've always been there when they clearly haven't.
Mutants.
So basically, Wanda's gonna gatekeep girl boss, her way into creating mutants.
Well,
maybe. Who knows?
I mean, if Xavier already exists in Multiverse of Madness, I mean, then it's 90s X-Men. Who's to say that, those mutants can't come into play in the MCU? Because I'm actually, looking forward to seeing how they're going to introduce Wolverine, because
Radcliffe
did fight. They did introduce...
Nope. Stop it.
Or not introduced, no. Wolverine did fight alongside Captain America during World War II, and he is true. He is aware of Captain America himself.
Right.
So it's gonna be weird trying to address that. It's like Logan, Jimmy. He's been around since like 1770 something, but it's like, oh, well, he wasn't here, but who knows?
So one thing I just had a thought of, and it got me thinking because of Edward Norton and Hulk, and my brain is a web of weirdness. My brain is a multiverse of madness, but I want to see I don't think this is an answer to what you were asking about Fantastic Four director, but I want to see an MCU movie directed by Wes Anderson. I think that would be really really cool.
That's a big ask.
Depending on which
Ghost Rider. It has to be Ghost Rider.
That would actually be.
I would love to see Wes Anderson's Ghost Rider.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I love his directing style, and if he gets in charge of it while he can still get Bill Murray and Edward Norton and like all of his usual cohorts that he gets into movies, like I think it would be fucking amazing. But
maybe not Bill Murray. Bill Murray's a little bit outdated.
Well, I mean, Bill Murray's in Quantumania, so I mean, it's not like that's out of the question.
We also
that's right.
We also still need Edgar Wright to make a Marvel movie.
Yes,
since he dipped on Ant-Man.
I was actually gonna say Edgar Wright for the new Spider-Man trilogy, whatever. I would say Edgar Wright for new Spider-Man.
And let him make the movie he wants to make. That was primarily the reason why he did for Ant-Man.
So real quick, one thing that that actually gets me thinking. Anytime I hear news about Quantumania, I'm like, I have a hard time understanding what this movie is, because I don't believe for a second that they would have the next big bad of the MCU go head to head with Ant-Man of all characters. Like he's the comic relief character. He's not going to go up against the fucking next Thanos, right? So,
I mean,
my thing is that I didn't think Kang is going to be in the movie, but he's not going to be the main bad guy. And I think that the main bad guy is going to be Bill Murray. I just think that's
Probably, if anything, because there's like a lot of possibilities here. Because you still got, Guardians aspect, you got the space element with like Galactus, and then some other Eternals, whatever, and then you got freaking Kang.
yeah.
mhm.
And who's to say that even fucking Mephisto isn't lurking around somewhere?
We're never going to escape that.
So,
We still got the supernatural element with Doctor Strange and Moon Knight
But-
and whatnot. And Ghost Rider coming in.
True. What if Khonshu is Mephisto?
fuck up.
Shut the like. I'm actually gonna dip this time. Bye.
No,
What if? What if?
That's a lot of what ifs. That's a lot of what ifs.
What if?
Dude, you're putting the Watcher to shame. Actually,
Exactly.
like say your what if, man. You're putting the Watcher to shame right now.
Yeah.
No, but I don't know. I feel like with one thing that I was I just caught up with Midnight this week, right? Like I waited until there was 4 episodes, and then the 5th one came out just as I caught up, and I was like, okay, well, I'll watch that right now. One of the first thoughts I had was like, I feel like they are going in the direction of like all religions are accurate, and I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not,
that's what it.
and I'm not opposed to it because like personally, I'm like, I like the idea, but it's like it's one of those things where I'm also like, are they really gonna have the Egyptian afterlife and not even mention that like, well they did mention it I guess to a degree, but like mention that the Bast, like the Black Panther afterlife, and like how there's like every single, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Just like in the comics, every single religion is valid.
Okay, so that's also a thing in the okay.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to it. Like it's as long as it's written,
Plane.
like as long as it's written well, I'm like I don't really mind. But it's like I'm just curious, are they gonna like do anything with it, like aside from just the small scale kind of like just because I mean you see the thing in like the comics how like Daredevil is a devout Catholic, yet he has met Thor, and it's like, how do you justify your how do you justify your Catholicism if you have met the God of Lightning or the God of Thunder or whatever? Unless of course everything is accurate, in which case believe what you want,
That's why we're getting Zeus and the Olympians in Thor 4.
Oh man, they missed out on an opportunity to incorporate a 4 somewhere as the O, to be edgy, like they're gonna do with Fantastic Four. Like,
God, that was such a bad movie.
What? Fan Four Stick?
Fan Four Stick was such a bad movie.
And Force.
that's the one movie that I'm like, I'm not even gonna see it. I don't give a shit.
Like, it's not even worth $5 in the bargain bin.
I wasted $5 just out of curiosity seeing it when it first came out in theaters, and I begged for the box office manager to give me my fucking money back.
See, I did the smart thing. Sorry, I'm moving my mic all around a little bit. I did the smart thing, and I just watched it on Disney Plus.
Yeah, it's probably the best.
Oh yeah, it is on Disney.
Yeah, I should have fucking done that. Then again, how else was I supposed to know that Disney Plus was going to be a thing 5 years ago? Was it 5? No, almost a.
Yeah, it was like 2018.
2015 was. Oh my god! How long was 2015?
2015 was 7 years ago.
Jeez.
Yep. Because hey, guess what? Popped up on my freaking playlist today.
Oh yeah.
What?
Dwayne Johnson's "You're Welcome," and I'm like, oh wow, how old is Moana? It came out in 2017.
Oh my god!
Time is an illusion, and so is death.
Like, think about that.
Reality.
Like, Moana is like 5 years old right now.
Pretty much.
And now I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go watch anime openings from 2017.
the the first Iron Man movie is almost 20 years old.
Jesus.
That I'm going to refuse to acknowledge that one.
Fuck you.
Oh my God! I was
damn
like,
You're
I
gonna take
was
that
12.
and put it.
I
You're
was
gonna,
12 years old when I first saw.
you're gonna
when
take
I watched
that.
the
You're
first
gonna put it
MCU
in a
movie.
backpack, and you're gonna go fucking kick it into the sea.
We're just gonna deny we're getting
Dude,
old.
I was 12 years old when I saw Iron Man.
I think I saw it a year or two after it came out.
Dude, I was 12 years old, and like, here's the thing: no one knew about the whole post-credit shit. No one
Nope.
knew until Robert Downey showed up in Incredible Hulk.
Yeah,
I was like, wait,
and it wasn't even a
Why is Iron Man
post-credit
here?
scene. It was just like right after, before the credits too.
Confession to
I think
make.
it's because Kevin Feige's like, oh well, maybe we shouldn't have like waited so long.
My old DVD copy of it.
Oh Lord.
Dude, I wish I had my old DVD copy. I had the one where it's like it has the paperback cover, and
Oh
then
my
and like
God.
underneath it, it has like the arc reactor of Tony Stark and his like little suit, whatever.
Yes, yeah.
I wish I still
My
had it.
heart-
I really wish
My
I still
fucking
had
heart. I have a confession to make. in
Oh
regards
yeah.
to the first Iron Man. I didn't see the end credits scene when it first came out.
it. None of us did.
Raj just said a lot of people did it.
Like none of us did. Like I think it wasn't like again. I think it was because like Incredible Hulk that we didn't know about the whole post credit shit, and or some schmuck like posted something on Twitter or Reddit or something. It was like, hey, did you know about the post credit scene with Samuel L. Jackson in it? It's like, wait, what? Why Samuel L. Jackson? Why?
Oh my God. The thought of Twitter existing in like 2003 it sends me into
That's
fucking
an-
shock.
Please don't put that in my mind.
2008.
2008, man.
Oh, it was 8. I thought it was
Yeah.
like early.
2008.
Oh
man.
shit! Yeah.
That's why I said almost 20 years, because
When did Twitter come out?
2028 would be 20 years.
When did Twitter come out? Let's see. How old is
2006.
Elon Musk?
2006. So yeah, that's very likely.
Okay,
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, okay.
That's wild.
We carbon date Twitter. We just asked how old is Elon Musk.
Yes. Wild.
To touch up on any thing I missed regarding the the CW thing. I mean, CW verse just canceled everything.
Yeah.
Amber Heard
Please.
lawyers. I mean, we know, but like Amber Heard, it's already over. Just like you're beating.
It was
dead.
over before it started.
Like stop it. She's already dead. It's like nah. See, we keep beating. We rip and tear until the
You know what I
job
just-
is
you know
done.
what I just- you know
We
what I
keep
just
beating the
realized?
dead horse.
You know, I just realized
What?
that the Warner Brothers continuing to hire Amber Heard despite all the damning evidence is almost like Anime Matsuri continuing to bring Vic Mignogna to the fucking convention. Does anyone?
So, regarding my opinion on the whole Vic Mignogna thing, I used to be part of the whole I support Vic thing. I used to stand with him, but he started making fun of, like, he started talking shit about COVID. I'm like, dude, I literally just lost a family member to COVID, so fuck
Right.
you. I mean, I thought he wasn't a bad dude. I mean, yeah, you know, he got a bad rep. He was, I still support the theory that he was, you know, betrayed because he was up for a director role or something. And they were mad, like jealous. Like they were mad jealous at Vic Mignogna because, like, you know, how popular he is. Especially now after finishing Full Metal Brotherhood, like, wow, dude actually has a good voice, but it's like his personality really conflicted with the workplace. And then Dragon Ball Super, Broly came out, and so on, all them shit came out. But yeah, Vic Mignogna, the whole thing with Vic Mignogna, I don't give two shits anymore. He can go live his life, whatever. But Funimation can go just like suck a dick. Those who actually backstab Vic Mignogna, I mean, I don't care about Vic Mignogna, but at the same time, you know, those who did stab him in the back, that's not right. It's unjustified, and they can go eat a dick.
Well, that's assuming
fucking Sean Schemmel.
that's assuming the that conspiracy is correct. Because I mean, it could just literally just be that he was a sex pest. You know, like it could just be that he did some shit wrong. And
I mean, it could be that, but either way, like, you know, either way, I don't give two shits anymore. Like,
right?
they
Yeah,
can go-
I feel you. Like,
It's just like this. It's like I actually can't separate the artist from the art, and it's like, dude, at the end of the day, I just want my anime. All right, if I have to watch sub, I will watch sub. We're
That's
like
fair.
religiously.
Well, no, yeah,
will
no,
watch sub.
I understand that because like I will watch FMA again with the dub, and it's just because he's not the only fucking actor in that show. There's the whole cast was star-studded. You know, it was a fantastic
great.
cast. And yes, he did a fantastic job as Ed. Like I'm not going to deny that. Now, you know, you give me a copy of like his new audiobook that he does because he's not getting hired anymore.
Burn that shit. Hey, look,
Then
kindling.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's like, you know, I don't want that. But
Yeah. Anyways,
yeah, I didn't mean to like, you know, that's another thing. I didn't mean to like jump on that. I was just making a comment, the comparison, the fact that like,
I like the connection there because it's just like, remember her, like I'm still disappointed that WB is not even going to try to delay Aquaman 2 to like reshoot Amber Heard scenes because that's coming out what, August, September this year.
I thought it was pushed back till next year. I don't know.
Because like honestly, they need to push it back to next year's summer blockbuster dates because they need time and money to actually redo everything coming out of Amber Heard. It's like,
if they can
They
reshoot,
do the same thing for fucking Ezra Miller with the Flash movie.
the Flash movie definitely needs recasting. It needs to be like everything needs to be redone.
if they can reshoot that movie with Kevin Spacey, they can reshoot most of whatever they have to do for the Aquaman and for the Flash.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they can do that. It's not a problem. It's Warner Brothers. They're one of the most rich fucking companies in the world.
I mean, it's like this, you know, Warner Brothers, if they want to go ahead and shoot themselves in the foot and be like, oh, no, we're not worried. Aquaman 2 is going to sell tickets. Don't worry. We're not worried. We're not worried. No.
No, it ain't.
Warner Brothers,
No, it ain't.
I know you're watching this. I know you got some people like doing audio tags, whatever. Warner Brothers. I'm in your tag feed. Okay, check it out. I'm somewhere in your tag feed or in your algorithm somewhere. I'm on your radar. Warner Brothers. Listen, Aquaman 2, Warner Brothers. Amber Heard's a liar. Hashtag Warner Brothers. Hashtag Aquaman 2. Hashtag Aquaman 2 Lost Kingdom. I'm in it. Okay, check this out. You're going to lose money. Stop denying that you are not, because with Amber Heard like being depicted as this, or you know, all the evidence, the damning evidence coming out on her, your film's gonna lose money. Jason Momoa, I think, already hates Amber Heard.
Yeah,
and
she does.
The franchise is done. All right, Warner Brothers, just stop. Reboot it, or just like reshoot the scenes.
Recast her with Emilia Clarke. They already have chemistry.
God, Emilia Clarke, please.
Yes.
Please, Emilia Clarke.
They already have chemistry.
Yeah, they already have chemistry. It could be perfect.
It'd be so great. It would really be so
Plus
great.
her as Mara. Oh.
Yeah. There's even been photoshops of her.
And from what I've heard, apparently, Mira's scenes in Aquaman, whatever it's fucking called, is like 10 minutes for screen time. So what the fuck is she even doing in the movie? Like,
Sex appeal and romantic interest.
bruh, Jason Momoa is the sex appeal. Fuck Amber, he's the sex appeal. Come on.
That is very true.
I saw the first one. I saw the first one on
Did I
HBO
really
Max.
need to say that? Did I really need to explain that? Oh my god.
In all fairness, though, you know, you have a point. We all saw the first one. Why does anybody really want to see the second one? Because the first one wasn't anything to really laugh about.
I honestly did not enjoy the first one. I mean, yeah, Jason Momoa put on like a really good show. That was my nephew. I'm sorry.
Fine.
He put on a good show and everything, but like at the end of the day, the story, it sucked. The script, the writing was a little bit.
Like, I liked it, but
I didn't like
I
it.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, I liked it. I just don't think I really want to see a sequel. You know, it's just like
it was fun. It just wasn't the best.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything like the first Wonder Woman movie.
It happened.
Yeah,
it was a thing. It happened, and we don't really need to see that. No,
And
not really.
I think, am I wrong? It's been a year since I've seen it, so I can't remember. That's how little of impact it made on me. But like, didn't they like really suffer because it picked up directly after the Justice League, and it didn't mention the Snyder Cut at all? Okay, yeah. And it's just like
there was supposed to be some references to Snyder cuts, but I guess they cut that out, or they edited it out, or they reshot it because it was like, oh well, we got to do this now because there were some story elements that can't be there anymore because continuity.
Aquaman Snyder Cut, release the Snyder Cut.
Jesus.
God fucking
But yeah,
damn it.
I want to know what your guys' favorite Marvel TV show has been so far.
Like any Marvel TV show, like
Any
even
Marvel TV show.
non-MCU.
Yeah.
Like okay,
Going all the way
where? Okay, then let me add one more question onto that. What years do you span? Like what years are we spanning?
See, no, Super Friends was DC.
Excluding kids TV shows.
Well, what would you consider? Oh, okay.
Think of some
Spidey and his
children,
amazing
man.
friends.
Okay. I guess yeah. All the way back to the inception of Marvel. There you go. There's your time span.
So X-Men to now.
Sure. I mean,
okay, well,
was that the beginning? I don't think so.
Mm-hmm.
or like TV show, you mean?
I said TV show, yeah.
Oh, TV show. Okay. Yeah, no, X-Men 95. That was the first Marvel. No,
97.
actually, no.
97.
No, because then you had the Incredible Hulk show that was like in the 80s.
Hold on, when did
Spider-Man show in the 60s. Honestly, my favorite TV show that I've seen from Marvel. Honestly, 90s Spider-Man or Avengers Earth's Mightiest Heroes. I would say
Yeah.
Spectacular Spider-Man, but I haven't really finished it.
Me neither.
No,
can
neither
give it
neither of the writers.
No.
I'd say probably on my end, I'm gonna be kind of vanilla here. Probably either. Oh, honestly, I really, really like Jessica Jones and Daredevil season 1.
They're good shows.
For me, it's a tie. It's actually a 3-way tie for me.
You know what? No, season 2 of Daredevil. I actually retract my statement. I actually like season 2 of Daredevil. That shit was fire.
Like I feel like for a self-defined arc, Jessica Jones season 1 or whatever was like, and that's just.
That sound is not gonna be clipped.
Well, no,
that means two
what
things.
I mean is that David Tennant as a villain is fucking awesome. Jessica Jones is like, she's hot, and those two things combined is really,
Listen. We all know what scene you're specifically talking about.
We
and
get
it's
it.
One scene
Moving
that
on.
broke the legs. It's definitely Dick.
I can't remember anything from that show except for the fact that it was good, so it's fine.
I recall many things about that show. One of them being breaking the legs off a certain object.
Okay. All right. We get it.
It's been
What
like,
were you gonna say, Raj?
yeah, you go on.
All right. It was a 3-way tie.
Oh, 3-way.
Shut up. What?
A
Anyway,
menage a trois.
Hey, blame Pixel over there.
You blame me for everything. I'll take it.
Yeah.
okay. It's a three. It's a tie between Spider-Man the Animated Series from the 90s with Christopher Daniel Barnes, who overacted the fuck during that. Shocker! You can't escape me.
Daniel Barnes had to be like peak Spider-Man voice acting.
Yep.
Oh hell yeah.
And season 1 of The Punisher. Fucking
I
love
have
that.
still yet to watch it.
And all 3 seasons of Daredevil. All of them. I love the show to death. It is, to me, it's what every other Marvel show should strive to be like. Excellent writing, performances all around, good use of the camera when it comes to the action sequences and whatnot. It's like, holy shit. The fucking fight scenes in this show.
I could actually argue that the same could be said about Luke Cage, because I did like the direction style. I love the cinematography
like
in Luke Cage, and
too.
honestly, Luke Cage had to be one of those shows where it's like, wow, this is actually how you do representation of the African American community, especially Harlem.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
Because
the
Harlem,
less-
like, if you shoot something in Harlem, I mean, yeah, you got to do it right. You got to make sure, like, you depict it just right. You can't just be like, oh, hey, this is a music, this is a ghetto neighborhood. No, Harlem has more than just, culture and, crime rates, whatever. Harlem actually has a lot going on for itself. So I honestly appreciate Luke Cage.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, regarding the fight scenes, like, I think it was episode 3 of the first season of Daredevil when they did that long hallway one shot fight scene. That was like I love that shit so much.
And the less said about Iron Fist, the better. As well as the fucking Inhuman show. Fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the Superhero Squad show?
I remember the name, but I don't know.
I've seen bits of it, but it didn't really leave a lasting impression on me.
Hey, let me ask you this. Do you remember the new animated series of Spider-Man?
Yes.
Like where they did 3D, where it was actually supposed to pick up right after Spider-Man 1?
We did mention that. We were talking about Iron Man Armored Adventures earlier.
Dude, honestly, I will be the first. I'll be one of those few people that say that I really wish that show continued because I thoroughly enjoyed what they were trying to do and how they left it off on that footnote. It's like it was bittersweet because I really want to see where they would go after seeing Spider-Man lose his damn mind after thinking he killed Mary Jane or something like that. It's just like, dude, I want more of this Spider-Man. And Neil Patrick Harris as Peter Parker Spider-Man, like I thought he was pretty damn good.
Yeah. Like we need to get a lot of conclusion on many different shows. Like Sony seriously needs to give us a Spectacular Spider-Man season 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8.
Well, I mean, with the precedent is being set with Disney bringing back X-Men 97. So
9 more seasons, Morty. 9 more seasons of new Spider-Man animated adventures. Give me Spectacular Spider-Man. 9 more seasons, Morty.
Yeah, I mean, like if they're willing to bring back X-Men 97, then I think that they could easily be like, oh yeah, hey, while we're at it, we're gonna bring back that and the fact that they're doing the Spider-Man animated series too.
So, like Zoinks Gaming, Richie here says we need to get Thundercats 2011 and He-Man 22 back. Like, yes.
Well, see, those are both likely just because of the fact that like we've seen Thundercats and we've seen He-Man in the zeitgeist for like more recently. So I think it'd be not really hard to pitch that, So.
You know what? Hold on. I'm actually looking at the comments again. That whole diva thing. Yeah, I actually remember hearing about Vic being a diva. Yeah. So I mean, that's not surprising. And I
went to cons and he held a church sermon on Sunday at cons. Like I respect it to a degree, but like that's not what you're going to cons for. I mean, we're going to cons to be degenerate.
I actually watched one of those things. It was kind of like, oh, dude, this is something off the fall.
It's like Kanye West doing the Sunday service. It's like no one goes to that. I mean, obviously, people did go to that, but
and I do agree. Not everyone who works at Funny is to blame. I mean, I do agree, but it's just like certain people there that. Kind of get. I mean, I personally met one of them, Jamie Markey, and I gotta be honest, I was not liking the vibe she was giving off because this is me coming fresh off of Fairy Tale and High School DxC, and I was like, oh, hey, it's Risa Grimoire, it's the chick who drinks a lot of beer, or whatever, in Fairy Tale. It's like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll go say hi, and she kind of was a little bit uptight. If I'm being completely honest, Monica Rial, I could already tell, just by looking at her from like a convention. I believe it was A-Con or whatever con that she went to. I was like, oh, okay, she looks like one of those people who would maybe be a Karen. So,
well, I mean, as someone who has met both of them, I'm pretty sure I met both of them. Like I mean, I didn't get that vibe, but then again, I'm not going to value your experience, obviously.
Yeah, no.
But it's like, I mean, the way I look at it is that they if they were victims, which I do believe they were, they are allowed to express it in however way that they see fit, as long as they're not hurting anybody else. So if that means that they are a little bit abrasive, that's perfectly valid because that's what they've earned it. But yeah. So
I mean, honestly, it might have been just like a bad day for them. So who knows?
Yeah, possible. Like for example, like Oh yeah. I don't want to, but I will say that I've met some voice actors at cons that it just hasn't been their day. I've had interviews with voice actors who probably just didn't want to be there at the time, and
I actually can vouch for that. I can vouch for that because I remember what was it? Volunteering for Dallas Gaming Expo, which was a god awful convention, by the way.
Right.
And I was in charge of Zordon's table.
Cool.
From so I met Zordon, and he was Power Ranger, fucking Red Ranger. Report to the that guy. I met him. He was really chill. He was a huge he's still a huge Captain America fan. And I remember right next to me was Vern Troyer and Peter Mayhew. And I gotta say, seeing Vern Troyer in the fucking flesh, I went up to like, dude, gotta say, I love your work. You're amazing, and I think you're great. Peter Mayhew, I remember hearing him under his breath, like, dude, I don't want to be here. This is boring. So it's like, oh, okay. I mean, hey, I don't blame you because it was a really shitty ass convention, but yep. But other than that, regarding Marvel TV shows, honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing what else Marvel brings to the table, both TV, book, comic book, or even movies. Just honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing what they got.
I'm very nervous for the future, and mostly because I'm a naturally nervous person, but also because within game, I feel like they kind of pulled out all the stops, and it served as essentially a big reset button for the whole franchise. And,
agreed.
And so far they've gotten a lot of stuff right. I really appreciate a lot of the stuff. I haven't seen everything that they've done since, but what I have seen, I'm very much a fan of. It's just I feel like they need to hurry up and kind of give us a inkling of what is the next big bad. Obviously, it might be Kang, but it also might be Galactus. It also might be
Arishem or whatever.
I was actually thinking about this the other day, and I feel like, I don't know, this is just me, but I feel like Thanos should have just been the final big bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Thanos is, I mean, I may not know all about Thanos' history and everything, but I feel like he is that villain. He is the end all type of big bad dudes, and they could have written in Galactus, they could have written in Kang, they could have done other shit that were revolved around Infinity Stones or whatever, and then all of a sudden, hey, now we actually have to bring in Thanos because he's been looming around for this amount of time. It's okay, fine, I'm gonna actually take him out.
That's a good segue. I wanted to ask y'all. So as I was watching Moon Knight, and I posted this on Facebook, so Josh probably saw it, but I'm curious what you all think. So at first I was thinking, when does this take place? Obviously our first instinct is to say that it takes place after everything, in the current progression. And I was wondering, I was I don't think we've seen a whole lot of technology, so I'm thinking maybe it could be mid 2000s or whatever. But then a friend of mine mentioned that when Harrow says, are we allowed to talk about in-game stuff? Or not in-game, but late game Moon Knight spoilers, or should we wait for that?
I mean, it's already coming up on a week since episode 5, so I mean,
okay,
yeah.
So if we're cool, then I'll go on. But when he says how he used to be, he used to be the avatar for Khonshu, and he remembers the day that he was free. And my friend mentioned that what if the way that he became free was he was snapped, and then he came back and he was free because he'd been gone for 5 years. In which case, the question would be, can someone be freed from Khonshu without dying?
I mean, the snap did break some realities and, freed up some people from mental trauma or any sort of physical trauma or anything. It's just it reset everything. So I honestly agree with that theory of the snap might have freed Khonshu from
Harold.
Harold, yeah.
it might have freed Hero. Like I honestly agree with that. That makes sense.
Yeah, and then the question, because that's what I think I'm in that camp now. But like at first I was thinking like, shit, is this like pre everything? Like, is this maybe something like a Captain Marvel thing where we're going back in time? But I don't think so anymore. I think that's.
I mean, because if you think about it, like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the people who got snapped, you know, the
Oh shit, that's actually a good point.
hand people,
Sorry, go ahead.
the rebel people are. I keep getting everything today. The rebel people and Falcon and Winter Soldier. I mean, they rebelled, talking about like, hey, we were the sole survivors. We kept going, and then all of a sudden, people are coming back, and now we are being forced out on the streets, like to fend for ourselves again. That's not right. And it's like, think about that, like that kind of mentality and everything. You know, that brings out some vulnerabilities that Harrow could have taken advantage of.
Right.
To build his cult as well.
Because the people who were the terrorists in Falcon Winter Soldier are the kind of people I imagine would have joined Hero's little commune. Flag Smashers.
Flag Smashers, there you go.
Yeah, like Zoinks just said something that I like a lot, and that is, could the gods have been snapped away? Because they're living beings according to the lore. They might be counted, you know.
Hey, maybe, I can tell you who died for like a third or fourth time. Jesus. Jesus was living amongst the humans, and all of a sudden snaps like, "Ah, man, not again."
Like it just happened.
I mean, that is a really good question, James. When it takes place, and also gives credence to what the I think it was the producer who said that the show isn't directly tied or doesn't have any direct ties into the MCU as of yet.
That we know of.
That we know of.
Well, apparently Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke both. The only reason they even agreed to it was because it was not connected, or not as deeply connected anyway. But so the question would be: is it going to be like an Edward Norton thing, where if they're going to do or Moon Knight thing, is it going to be? Oh my god!
God is so mean. He's made his spawn wait 3 days before he could respawn. Lovely.
But yeah, no, but for real though, like, I don't know. I feel like if they're gonna do more Moon Knight stuff, I would like them to somehow just sweeten the pot for Oscar Isaac, like bring him back. They don't do an Edward Norton thing, you know. And
I actually want to say that maybe that, and I'm just holding out for a small bit of hope that there's going to be an Eternal reference in Moon Knight, because Eternals is not necessarily all the way connected, because they
I can see
the Avengers. They only like worded the Avengers. That's it,
right?
And they also name dropped Thanos. That's the only thing. But other than that, they don't have any acknowledgement of like Avengers existing around. They don't interact with them. They pretty much just like are aware of other things that exist in the MCU, but they kind of do their own thing in their own type of world.
Well,
I'm also waiting for everyone else in the world to find and acknowledge the celestial that came out from the world.
Right, yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Is like I saw a thing that was talking about how the latest in the timeline that we currently have, as far as I'm aware, is Hawkeye, and that's in 2024, and it's in Christmas 2024. And if that's the case, like by that point, they should have found the fucking celestial in the middle of the sea, wasn't it? Like. And they haven't yet, as far as we're aware. And I'm just like even just the cutaway to a TV that's like, hey, this fucking shit's going on, you know, like that would have been nice.
And not to mention that, you know, a celestial coming out of the damn earth would have done some catastrophic earth shattering stuff, like tsunamis, earthquakes, mountains breaking in half to splitting continents in half. Like
Hawkeye's
there
over
was
here just
nothing about that.
Hawkeye's over here just like, oh yeah, we're gonna go fight some fat guys. Let's go. And then, like,
yeah, that's right. Blade is coming out, so hopefully we can get some Blade and Moon Knight interaction.
That would make sense. Yeah.
Wesley Snipes, I feel like would make a really good cameo, but I doubt they'll do that.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Because Wesley Snipes was, I guess, a little bit butthurt that they announced a Blade movie. He's like, what the fuck? They didn't call me.
Yeah,
I mean, if it wasn't for Blade, like chronologically speaking, if it wasn't for Blade, Marvel movies would not exist.
All I want out of Moon Knight, the only thing that I think it's going to be a fantastic finale, but here's the only thing that could make it truly remarkable in my book. Okay,
Mephisto.
Is they make is they make a reference to the infamous panel. I know you're here, Dracula, you big fucking nerd. Where's my fucking money? Like I want that so badly.
I think isn't that an edit or something?
No, that's a legitimate.
No, that's a legit. Yeah.
Is it okay?
No, the edit is. I know you're here, Joe Biden. Where's my fucking student loan repayment or student loan forgiveness? That's the one I saw that was an edit, and I'm like, yes.
Blade 3 walked so Deadpool could run. Yes.
Legit.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Deadpool, let's do it.
I'm waiting for Deadpool 3. Hell yes.
Yes.
Dude, I cannot wait for the shitstorm that is going to be Deadpool 3. There's going to be so much to play with that he can get away with now. He could be talking shit about the Avengers. He could talk shit about X-Men. He could talk shit about like his own universe. He could talk shit about upcoming projects that haven't even been announced. Like I'm pretty sure Deadpool 3 is going to be, whereas like Deadpool just literally name drops like a piece of paper that has all the like future MCU plans, and he's gonna look at it's like, oh shit, I wasn't supposed to see this. Oh, sorry, Feige.
Just watch. Deadpool 3 is going to literally just be the making of Deadpool 3 as it's happening.
Deadpool 3. Deadpool kills the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Dude, no, the world is not ready for that. Viewers are not ready for that shit.
No. And that has to be rated R and animated.
Edgar Wright did it. No, sorry to burst your bubbles, like Zoinks, but the guy who did Atom Project and Free Guy is going to direct Deadpool 3.
Yes.
I think that Edgar Wright would be a good choice, but yeah, no.
No, it's Sean Levy.
Yeah,
Sean Levy. Honestly, I was impressed by Free Guy. I loved how they did Free Guy, and then I saw the Atom Project recently. Oh my god!
I still need to watch
Sean
it.
Levy for Deadpool 3 is it's going to be good. I can already tell it's going to be great.
Yeah, I just recently re-upped my Netflix subscription, James. So I can watch the Atom Project now.
Awesome.
Oh wait, no, Zoinks made up a good point. Not a good point, but he mentioned Deadpool and Thanos in the same sentence, and I thought about it. I was like, damn, we can't even get Thanos and Deadpool with each other trying to fight over Lady Death.
Oh, they could easily do that. It would just be a throwaway gag.
Probably.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Listen, but who? Moon Knight. Where's my goddamn money? No one owes you any money, you drunk, crazy asshole. Dracula isn't even on the Avengers, so stop calling. Wait, Dracula isn't an Avenger? That lying fuck.
Yes, I'm also still waiting for Dracula. That is going to be great to see him.
They need to retcon Nicolas Cage's Dracula into the MCU.
Actually, no. Oscar Isaac did drop one F-bomb during the filming of Moon Knight, and
yeah, they had to edit it out, though, didn't they?
They edited it out. There was a moment where I forget what the quote was, but he did say, "Oh fuck," or like, "Oh shit," like,
how could you do this to me? Yeah, it was that meme. It was like it was like the meme. It was like, "Fuck, how could you do this to me?" Or something like that.
But yeah, that was his contribution.
Yeah.
At least he got to throw random bullshit. So there it is.
Lady Death, I feel like should
Lady Death. I mean,
it would be the same chick that plays Vanessa in Deadpool 1 and 2.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep.
She's
She's already Lady Death.
Miranda Buckman.
I was going to say literally anyone could play Lady Death because of the whole skull. But yeah, that's really good. That's a really good.
I kind of hope that like if they ever do introduce Lady Death, I hope they like kind of take note from the Deadpool video game and try to do like a Dia de los Muertos face paint edition of Lady Death instead of just like an actual skeleton Lady Death. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the like skeleton Lady Death, but I would like to actually see Dia de los Muertos Lady Death.
What do you think about this?
Keanu Reeves is Mephisto. Oh.
Well, if that's the case, don't kill Cerberus.
When the DM wants you to expand your DC's backstory, but you yourself didn't put that much thought into it. Honestly, I don't You remember why Dracula owes me money, but a guy's got to live by a code, you know. Right now, I'm just looking at random Moon Knight comic panels.
I'm looking forward to Moon Knight holding Mjolnir, whether it's Thor or Lady Thor, because that one part where he's like Uru is made out of like rock from
Moon
the moon.
Knight,
Well, guess
Moon
what?
Rock. Yeah.
This means that your hammer is made of moon rock, bitch.
I'm just curious. I mean, like, as someone who does not partake of the comics at all, I was always under the assumption that based on like his interpretations in like Marvel vs. Capcom and stuff, that Moon Knight was like Deadpool in the sense that he was kind of just fucking insane and like fourth wall breaking, basically. But he isn't like that in the show, so I'm wondering, like, was I just misunderstood, or is that how he is in the comics? Or
Which show?
oh, in the Moon Knight show. Like I got in the comics, I got the impression Moon Knight in the comics in like Marvel vs. Capcom, I was under the impression that Moon Knight was like off the wall Deadpool, like basically Deadpool B. Like
He has a level of schizophrenia, but I don't think it's like fourth wall breaking.
Okay.
Level.
I don't think it's fourth wall.
To
breaking.
my knowledge, that is
No, it's
not
not.
what I think Moon Knight is.
He just has the DID. That's
Yeah.
That.
Oh god.
Okay,
That.
so I mean,
That.
Nolan North did make a cameo in the Uncharted movie.
And I was happy about that.
Me too.
Yes.
It's like, oh god, what the hell happened to you guys? Well, we fell into a plane and fell into the ocean. Huh.
Yeah, been there.
Something like that happened to me once.
In the immortal words of Troy Baker back in like 2016 at the Game Awards, he's like, I get asked all the time how to become a voice actor, and all I tell them is, buy a cheap microphone and then wait for me and Nolan North to die. So yeah.
Yeah. Get rid of the drawing board.
Of course, more recently speaking, Troy seems to be doing a pretty good job of canceling himself. So
A little bit, yeah. His little whole thing about NFTs. Nope, sorry.
Yikers, bro.
Appreciate your work, but god damn it, man, you had to go and fuck up your own image, didn't you? No wonder Gearbox didn't call.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I'm still gonna like, I would still say I'm a fan of his, just because like I don't really like to say that like one thing will just ruin, But if he didn't like turn tail and realize that he was wrong, then I would have been like, Ugh.
Hey, guess what? You know how there's
Talking
Marvel
about-
zombies existing? Shut up. You know how there's Marvel zombies existing in What If?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that we got the X-Men coming in, I want to see my boy.
Oh, Channing Tatum playing Gambit.
Yeah, I need Gambit come in for a like Channing Tatum. Like he said, he was like traumatized a little bit. Talking about like, I'm like, I can see why he says traumatized, because I would be a little bit like backstab, concerned, whatever. Talk about like, oh well, is my movie happening or what?
Right.
Because I'm in shape, I'm in the mindset, I'm excited, I'm in character. Is this happening or not? It's like, no, sorry, we're not doing it. It's like, but I was so excited.
Right, and I get it.
And I can only imagine what they were gonna do with Gambit.
Honestly, I still can't see him being Gambit.
I kind of can. I feel like he has the audacity of a Gambit. He has, like, if you've seen Free Guy, he has the audacity.
If you've seen The Lost City, which just came out recently, yeah, he's definitely got it in him.
My biggest question would be, does he have the accent? Because he has a pretty heavy
Yeah.
accent, yeah. So I wonder if he could nail that. But
Yeah, he's gonna have himself a little good accent there, Monterey.
The only thing I want more than anything other than live action Gambit done correctly is a Rogue done fucking correctly.
Yes. For
Yes.
God's sakes, can we get a actual good adaptation of fucking Rogue for once?
One
Yes.
that has the accent,
Has the
has-
hair
has the hair.
Yeah.
and has the
Is it-
ass.
Thank you. I was gonna say,
Hey
the
babe,
personality
hey babe, we're
is
gonna
the
go
most
travel up to
important.
Hollywood and cast you as Rogue. How about that? Pack your bags. We're going right now.
Okay, so imagine just for a moment. Okay, just imagine it's cinema.
Sir, you saying something?
It's CinemaCon 2023. Okay, CinemaCon 2023. There's a dark room. Kevin Feige comes out on stage, and he's like, "We have been waiting to introduce this for the last 10 years. This has been in development ever since." We had or not 10 years, but ever since we got the right when we bought Fox like 2 years ago, we have been aiming at this, and then it's like lights go down, a logo comes on screen because they don't ever show trailers; they only show logos. X-Men Origins Wolverine 2, featuring Daniel Radcliffe.
Hey!
X-Men Origins
I'd watch
Wolverine
that.
2.
I'd watch
Electric
that over
Boogaloo.
Morbius too. I'd watch that over Morbius too. That's
Yeah.
just
Listen,
me.
listen. I'll take the ever famed whatever X-Men Origins Wolverine, where Wade doesn't shut the fuck up over fucking X-Men. Or no. What am I gonna say? I'll take that. I'll take Wolverine Origins over fucking any DC movie or just like, yeah. I had something. I lost it. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
I'll take the Origins Wolverine game.
Yes.
The game
Yeah.
was good.
The game was that was perfection.
Yes.
That was perfection. In my opinion.
Like literally. Which one is it? 1, 2.
Oh, I got it. I remember what I was gonna say. I'll take a sequel to X-Men Origins Wolverine over a sequel to Morbius or anything that Sony makes. Dude, very nice. Very nice.
PSP version.
What?
Yeah,
Huh?
Jean Grey Phoenix. Jean Grey just needs to be Jean Grey. No more
Yes.
Phoenix. I'm tired of the Phoenix storyline.
Also,
Yeah, you can
fucking-
blame Simon Kinberg on that.
fucking
they
Force Unleashed on PSP. I fucking completed this like 7 times.
God, that was a wondrous time, man. Being able to play Force Unleashed for the first time, dude. I remember watching that trailer. I was like, dude, nice.
Yes.
But no, it was the comics, or it was the comics, the animation, the cartoons, and the movies that redid Jean Grey Phoenix storyline over and over and over again. I'm just like, dude,
it is a mess.
Can we not know more of the Jean Grey thing? We get it. She's all powerful, but she's not the only one that's able to do that. Now, can we just get one particular X-Men to suck the life force out of one existing Avenger already?
Right?
Can we please get Rogue slapping the shit out of Captain Marvel?
Yes. Very much, please.
I'd love to see that in IMAX.
Dude, I mean, it's okay. Nothing against Brie Larson. Like, again, I don't blame her acting.
neither.
I blame the
I really
script.
don't care.
I'm past that point now. I'm past the whole hype train. It's like, oh, Brie Larson's better. No, it's just like, we get it. You know, people, fanboys, the white netbeards, they're gonna be like, oh, Brie Larson's not even that great. She doesn't even have an ass for Captain Marvel. Okay, well, Marvel obviously chose it for a fucking reason. So, like, shut up.
They
But I just
had
wanna see-
an ass replacement, an ass. They gave her an ass double,
Yeah.
an
But-
ass double.
Nothing against Brie Larson, but I kind of want to see
my
her Captain
God.
Marvel get her powers sucked out by Rogue.
Yes, I need that too.
I need to see that shit on screen.
She needs to go into a coma.
Oh, that is fucking lame.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, like, we're actually like 2 hours and 8 minutes, but fuck.
Wow, I was going to say something, but go ahead first.
Did y'all hear the news about Shang-Chi and the Marvels supposedly switching dates?
No, didn't
You
hear
mean
about
Shang-Chi 2?
Yeah, Shang-Chi 2 and the Marvels supposedly switching dates since the whole Fantastic Four thing.
No, I didn't.
There was a rumor that I'm actually looking forward to Miss Marvel.
Oh
as well,
yeah,
so I'm actually looking forward to that.
I'm really looking forward to Miss Marvel, even though I don't like the power change.
The power change, I can understand why, again, because they're introducing Mr. Fantastic soon. But it's like they could have still kept with the inline
powers of how she is in the comics, but whatever. Let's see what the MCU does.
Yeah.
But Shang-Chi 2 and the Marvels apparently have switched dates, so I think it's Shang-Chi coming sooner than the Marvels.
It's Quantumania and the Marvels swapping. It's Ant-Man 3 and Marvels.
Oh, okay. Never mind. One movie I actually am worried about, though, that is having a curse of bad luck is Black Panther: Wakanda Forever.
What is that going to be? That's the question I'm wondering, because like the way
they're introducing Namor, apparently.
That would be the best move, I think. But
isn't it supposed to be an anthology movie, like different stories instead of one cohesive movie?
That would probably be the best thing for them to do. But
I would actually appreciate this movie if it was taking place during the blip, since T'Challa is not necessarily, rest in peace, King, with us anymore. So that way they can give time to actually find another replacement for Black Panther that
Marvel.
isn't Shuri.
Replace him. Like Shuri can be Black Panther down the road.
Down the road. But T'Challa's story just got told. Like it was just getting started. And they're already gonna be like, oh no, we need to put Shuri, and it's like, why?
No, stop that, Mark.
Like T'Challa hasn't even met Okoye or not Okoye.
He hasn't met his powerful ass wife,
Storm. He hasn't met Storm.
Yeah.
Ororo.
Yeah, because I don't know. I heard that they were not going to replace him, but they were going to, like, the main character of this movie is going to be, I don't remember his name, but his rival in the original movie.
M'Baku.
Yeah. Like he was going to be like the center character, and I'm like, I think that works. Like, given the dynamic between them, I think that works. But
yeah, him helping out Wakanda during that makes a lot of sense.
But I'm also like, let's just wait and see what they do with multiverse, because like it's very possible they left us on a cliffhanger with the whole Ultron versus Killmonger. They might just pull a 180, be like, Killmonger's back, y'all. But
possibly. They could too,
especially now that he has possession of Infinity Stones.
Right, exactly. Like that's that. But now that we also know the Infinity Stones aren't really anything really that big relative in the cosmic scale of the universe. I mean, who knows?
Yeah. So I was we
a
can
really
end
good quote.
What?
A really good quote. One more word and I will feed you to my children.
Yes.
Yes.
Vegetarians. I'm just kidding, we're all vegetarians.
I love that. Is great. A great departure from the actual comics. But yes. So we can end whenever we want, but soon if we want to. But I was going to mention, I really wanted to mention before that the original Fantastic Four movies get a lot more hate than they actually deserve.
I personally thought it was a good ride. I enjoyed them. I didn't see no problem with them. I mean, yeah, Fantastic Four 2 kind of was a little bit mind-boggling, especially the whole like Johnny getting multiple powers. But I did not appreciate. One thing maybe two or three things from the two Fantastic Four movies I didn't appreciate. The sex jokes, the sex appeal that was trying to be Invisible Woman. I mean, I get it. Jessica Alba, she was like, she's a hot actress. I mean, we get it. It was the early 2000s. People were doing, shots. Okay, Mr. Incredible, we get it.
We get it. Go away.
But it's just all I can think is the meme of like when you know and when you know.
Yeah, but it's like I kind of felt bad for Jessica Alba during that time because they did the same shit again in Fantastic Four 2, where like they switched powers and then Jessica Alba was like in the middle of the street, butt ass naked. And it's like, dude, okay, we get it. The whole we don't have to do that anymore. We're past that shit.
Michael Chiklis was a great thing. He
really was. He did the voice himself.
Yeah. And that suit was entirely him.
Johnny!
They don't need to be. I think the think the biggest thing that I regret from
Ooh.
I think the biggest thing I regret from Fantastic Four movies, the original ones anyway, is Cloud Galactus. Like I feel like that probably was
Cloud.
a good idea.
That was a
Yeah.
space part. That was a space part. That is not even
Space
Galactus.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
like I was down for a Silver Surfer. Like that's cool. Like they did it really well, but yeah, no.
And then Doctor Doom. I was not appreciative of Doctor Doom.
Like he was.
I watched that
okay,
over
but he was-
Toby Kebbell.
Rami Malek as Dr. Doom, y'all. Just
Yo, I will support that shit. Victor Von Doom, Rami Malek. Oh hell yeah.
Yes.
Jessica Alba as Lady Death though. I like that idea, Zoinks.
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Depends on if Jessica Alba wants to go for the Bony or the Dia de los Muertos, since apparently she denounced her Mexican heritage or whatever, or something that I heard a while back. But either way,
Oh yeah.
anyway, but yeah, the Fantastic Four movies back then. I mean, yeah, I thought they were great. Chris Evans as Johnny Storm was obviously, the show.
It's
All right.
hilarious.
I am gonna have to log out now. I got work tomorrow.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do
go
the
ahead.
same.
All right. Thank you for having me.
Later, Raj.
Good night.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the same. I just realized what time it was, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah, that's why I was saying we can end whenever we want. But yeah, let's
Instant transmission, y'all.
later.
I'll see y'all later.
Later, James. Yeah, the Fantastic Four movies get a lot more hate than they really deserve. But I think that's a good point to stop for the show tonight. Already 2 hours, 15 minutes.
I mean, hey, there's been longer podcasts. I mean, shit.
There have.
But either way, like Marvel, I'm looking forward to seeing what they got for the next coming of years, whatever they got. I mean, I honestly don't see the MCU going full burnout, but I mean, it's inevitable that comic book movie burnout's going to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
But-
true. I mean, honestly, they really could have ended the entire series at Endgame.
They really could have. They really, really could have.
And everyone would have been satisfied. I mean, not everyone would have been satisfied, but it
Like,
would have
take
been
a-
a satisfying ending.
Like honestly, like they could have ended Endgame, like they could have ended off with Endgame, and then take a 5-year break, whatever, and then all of
Yeah.
a sudden, hey, Marvel's announcing something at like Comic-Con or something, like they're doing a panel. It's like, wait, what? Why? Well, they're just there, and then all of a sudden, then Spider-Man Far From Home, then Spider-Man No Way Home, then X-Men, then Fantastic Four, Deadpool, all this shit. It's just like, they're back, baby.
Yeah, that would have been real good. That would have been a real good strategy. But
Like right now, they could have announced something this summer. Be like, hey, guess what? Did you miss us?
Did you miss us? Actually, yeah. Weirdly enough.
I mean, in that timeline, they could have. I want to see that timeline. I want to be in that universe, see where that happens. I want to see what it's like.
Yeah, that would be real interesting. Zoink says one last thing. Are any of us watching Spy Family? I
Anya
am.
is my child. I love her.
She is adorable as hell.
The assassin woman, the mother. I mean, everyone. Okay, obviously,
Waifu.
hot anime lady with boob, with butt.
Monkey brain.
Rule
Go.
34.
Go.
Yeah, Rule 34 artists get to work. I mean, obviously, but it's just like, dude.
Yeah.
Right. Hey, that's someone's mother. Okay. Show some respect.
Rule 34 says, I bet.
No, did a new episode drop?
I think so. I mean,
Because I'm caught up right now, but I just need to watch the anime.
I need
The
to
newest one.
catch up on this week. But yeah, it's a real good show. Definitely look forward to more. If you think 2020 sucked,
I don't even want to. That'll be a
WandaVision,
discussion
yeah.
for next time. That'll be a discussion for next time.
Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's gonna be the end of the podcast. Like I said at the beginning, we're gonna be doing themed topics or theme episodes for the entirety of the month, maybe next month as well. So, meaning one specific topic for the majority, if not the entirety of the episode. So yeah, look forward to that. Next week, not sure what we're gonna do. Let you guys know on Twitter, at least on social medias. So yeah, it might be a Marvel Part 2 with Doctor Strange coming out. So who knows? We'll see how that goes. But yeah, JC, thanks for coming on, and get Tough Cutie to Hollywood.
Of course. Obviously, Tough Cutie for Rogue. Hashtag
Yes.
Tough Cutie for Rogue.
Sir, saying something right there. Anyways, so yeah, thanks for coming on. Pixelation, Raj, thanks again. Zoinks, Richie, thanks for being in the chat. Always good talking to you, man. So yeah, guys, thanks for coming on. Hopefully we'll see you guys next week. And remember,